Boom, just like that, he's got the engine in overnight. Howdy guys, back here working on the JZ. Been doing some thinking. I've just started to take this manifold off. Obviously use some WD-40 because it's been on here for 20 years and exhaust studs never go too well. But as much as I want to do a bigger turbo and manifold, it's not as simple as that. That's going to mean I'm going to have to get a aftermarket ECU, fuel system and all sorts, so it's going to cost a fair bit. Although I think the next track day is not till 3 months away, Auto Out tomorrow. I don't think there's any others in between that I'm going to be going to. But what I might do for a cheaper alternative is to control my boost better. I might take this manifold off and put an external wastegate on the stock manifold. It seems a bit crazy, but what I'll do is hole saw here, weld onto that, and then that can be dumping out there. The reason for that is because I feel like it's going to be a bit stupid to get an aftermarket manifold with the external gate port already on it, being low mount on this stock turbo, and then down the track having to get another bigger top mount turbo. So basically I'll be buying 2 manifolds, so it seems a bit unnecessary. Oh my god, it's back at it. Oh god. I don't know. So I've just made a start undoing all these nuts and bolts, and once again, unbelievably easy. The more I work on these 1Js, the more I like them. I just can't believe it. They're so good. So simple. Usually turbo manifolds are not so easy to take off. Hey!
How you going?
Not bad, mate.
Oh, mate! Jay! Woohoo!
What do you got there in your hand?
Fuel rail, mate.
Fuel rail, AM.
AM.
What injectors?
IDs.
1000
cc.
Oh yeah.
Fitted the brand new AEM fuel pressure regulator.
Nice.
Taking that off and putting a fuel pressure sensor on there, but yeah, should be good.
After doing my Facebook post and the Instagram post, everyone seems to be quite excited about this build. I was quite surprised. We've got a lot of Honda fans out there.
That's good. That's what we like. No haters.
But yeah, people have been throwing bigger numbers, saying 700 horsepower and stuff.
No.
Come on, mates. Turn it up.
Turn it up.
What's this actually capable of, this engine internally? It should be around 700, eh? 800?
Yes.
Because well, it's starting sleeves.
Yeah, full starting sleeve. You're fully forged.
What about the cradle and stuff? Is that still stock?
That's been modified, but I don't know what to extent. To what extent I should say.
So is it H-beam or I-beam? H-beam rods?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. H-beam, Eagle rods, CP pistons, the Supertech valve.
Oh, valve springs and stock cams.
Yeah, stock cams.
Oh, yeah. So I see booster boys get a good 600 horsepower out of the stock head and stuff, so...
I'll be happy with 500, 550 would be fucking more than enough in the front.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day it's going to be on pump 98.
I mean, all the fuel system's capable of E85, but yeah, just we don't want to go down that road and do a flex fuel setup. We'll see how it goes first on pump gas, and can always go from there.
Exactly.
Good starting point, I guess. Yeah, biggest thing's going to be traction, like in any front wheel drive.
Oh yeah, mate.
You should be right.
She's going to be peeling up right till 5th gear.
Yeah, get her run in and see how it goes, and yeah, it should be all good.
Alright.
Oh, you're making too much noise.
So yeah, as much as I've never really been into Hondas, this is actually going to be a pretty crazy build, and it's going to be insane once it's going. So it's going to be cool to see. Go for some runs.
Go for a run after a tune.
Other thing people are asking, what kind of Civic is it?
EJ1 coupe.
EJ1. So there's not actually American coupe. There's not actually many of these in the country, is there?
Well, not that I know of. They're not as common as your standard 4-doors. So yeah.
2-door. Very nice.
Quite a tall motor too. Got H series opposed.
Yeah, because what are these? B16 factory.
D16.
D.
D16.
Ah.
So the H series is a lot taller.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's quite a heavy donkey.
In a second we might actually mock up the manifold and turbo just to show you what it's going to look like for the camera, so you guys can get a good idea how sicko this thing's going to be. Big carrot turbo. Hi. So what have you got there?
Power steering pump, chief.
Electric power steering pump. And is it on a switch?
Yeah, it's on the switch.
What's the reason for turning it off and on?
Save power, mate.
Oh my god!
Extra 5 horsepower, mate.
He reckons it's saving on power.
Mate, it's robbing vital power.
Mate. Friggin' saving on power bill, mate.
Yeah, just want 2 hours, mate. So, mate, just borrowed your fucking power steering pump, chief.
Oh my god.
Come on!
Oh, here's your exhaust now too.
Yeah, chief, just made it, looked it up before while I was having dinner.
One piece.
Where does that go? There, mounts to the strut tower.
Oh, is that where your power steering goes?
Hey.
Far out. This
What
thing's
happens-
got all the goods.
What happens if that burns out? You got no power steering.
Ah, that's just right, buddy.
Well, I guess if it's on a switch, it's on a switch.
Well,
you know, it's gonna half the life of it.
Yeah, that's right. You need it for when you're parking, mate.
well, when you're cruising, if you turn it off, you're going to save lots on your power bill.
Oh, that's right, mate. That's it.
Look, down over
Fuck off, you guys.
Look, it's like chipped up.
Oi! Fuck, it's been hours prepping that. What are those?
So this is the spare wastegate I want to try use, but here's the current state of it. As you can see, the diaphragm is rather ruined. I'm going to have to try find a new diaphragm and hopefully it'll be good to go again.
As you can see.
As you can see, I've just gotten the manifold off. Look at that. A little bit challenging, not really, but just this one stud here. All the rest of the studs ripped out with the nuts.
Yes.
So, is that the gasket for the turbo?
Hi.
That is rather interesting. But anyway, yeah, I just had to try to squeeze it past that. There's also this bracket on the bottom of the turbo here that holds it from pulling out. So there's not a lot of movement if you don't take that off. Other than that, pretty simple. I just took the turbo feed off. And yeah, it was pretty simple. Schematicals.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Yeah, well done. What's going on? Oh.
So here's a screamer pipe, rather nasty. It looks hectic. What's that? Downpipe.
Downpipe.
3-inch.
Yep.
So I've got the manifold and turbo here. We're just gonna slip it on, and the wastegate. Just gonna slip it on to give you guys an idea of what the setup's gonna look like. What's that? MVR 44.
Yep. 44 mil.
Alright. So this manifold, it's twin scroll, but it's just going.
Yeah, you said twin 44s on it.
Alright.
Changed it down to one.
Just to one.
Room.
And the turbo itself is only single scroll, isn't it? But just the manifolds.
Yeah, single scroll, yeah, but twin scroll manifold.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But we've still got some changes to make on this. We need to probably shift this across because the wastegate just touches the intercooler.
Oh yeah.
There's probably like a mil clearance, but under full boost and the engine moving a bit, then yeah.
She's gonna hit. Yeah, she's a tight squeeze,
Still
as
got
you can
solid
see.
mounts, but you know, it's still like trying to clear it.
We'll pop it in and we'll show you how close all the fitment is. So she's a pretty big turbo. Was it GT35?
GT35,
35, 82. So something or other like that. Look at that beast. Holy crap. Downpipe there, so does the downpipe need to be modified as well?
That runner, but yeah, downpipe because we're going to take the spacer out.
So number 3 runner has to be
number 3.
put down a little bit more on a different angle. So yeah, the fitment you can see down there, traction bar and stuff's all down there. So yeah, it's pretty tight. And this is actually like the wastegate runners are actually past this here, and the intercooler's still got to sit in here, so...
Tucks up in here, so yeah, it will literally just touch. I think you can see.
Yeah, not to mention...
Yeah, it just touches, so...
When the wastegate's on too, it's even going to be out here, so it's definitely pretty close, but looks bloody good though. Progress is going well.
Got intake on there.
Yeah, see, even the intake there's such a tight fitment.
Yeah, it's a bit of a bitch, you've got to put the headlight out normally to get it in.
Headlight out to put it in.
Yeah.
Far out.
Almost.
Ooh, should be close.
Yeah,
But yeah, anyway, it'll sit something like that. Crazy.
We're going to take the headlight out for the cold air.
Ah, looks good. So what have you got? You got a new coil as well, eh?
Oh yeah, yeah, MSD.
MSD coil.
SS. Make a mount for that, so that'll sit over somewhere here probably. Bearing in mind that the intercooler piping comes straight across, so
Yes.
have to test fit all that and then make a bracket for that. Gearbox selectors.
And you're gonna what would you say redo the fuel lines?
Oh, I've just got to change them because I had my fuel pressure regulator over here before, I had a SARD one. So I'm going to change the return line to go over to here, and then my feed line from here, which was coming on this side, I've just got to swap it around.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So the feed line will come to here. So I'll just change those two around, and we should be good.
See the power steering pumps in there now. Lines all hooked up.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, it's looking good,
Waiting
isn't
for some
it?
parts from Japan to turn up, so yeah, just some O-rings and stuff. So
It's
that's
a waiting game. It's not actually that much more to do, really.
ECU, wiring, put in, test all that, make sure that's all good.
Harness here, Honda.
O2 sensor, you recalibrate that, put the exhaust in, drop all that in.
Yep.
That's all one piece. Sort of just trying to put stuff in and mock everything up again and make sure the fitment's good. Bring that radiator down because a lot bigger than the last one I had in there. So that's a good time to get this downpipe modified a bit as well. There's still clearance issues with slave cylinder.
So yeah, for those that don't know, there's actually quite a bit of history on this car. It's an 8-year build, is it?
Plus about another 10 years.
Basically, what happened? You bought the car, blew up.
It was all basically stripped. I didn't have manifold or turbo. It was basically just a bare shell. Person who had it before just wanted to part it out. So I managed to get my hands on it. Engine was unknown. I found some history on it, but knew it probably wouldn't have been that great. Just looking at some of the stuff that was done on it, and then started pulling things apart to find
Bad
nest of
schematics.
wiring that was originally automatic, all hacked wiring looms. So I ended up just pulling up the whole dash, all the guards off, redoing the whole loom, and then yeah, started from there.
So was that engine there, that block, was that the first
Yeah,
one?
first block, yeah. But
And then it stuffed out what, the sleeve dropped or something, wasn't it?
yeah, I think what happened initially was one of the sleeves had dropped ever so slightly initially, which was causing some issues there. Don't actually know what, but we didn't run it long enough. And yeah, cracked 2 bearing shells from detonation. So I'd only ever been on a running tune this whole life that I knew of. They changed turbos twice on it, and when I got it, obviously wasn't running, so had no ECU, no nothing. So it was really unknown. Sort of put all my goodies on it and ran it up. Oil pressure and stuff seemed to be sweet, and then yeah, just took it in for a run on the dyno initially, and then found some problems when it had VTEC, and oil pressure wasn't as high as we hoped top end. So yeah, from there we sort of stripped it all down and found out 2 bearing shells had cracked, and that was all toast. Throw everything away and all the whole block. Starting
New block, start again.
Yeah.
Just because the previous owner done a bit of a half-pie job.
Yeah.
But oh well, she's all fully built now, new dart and sleeves and everything. Top to bottom, fully built, so she should be good.
Yeah, all the goodies on now, so fingers crossed we should be all good.
So yeah, it's actually only a few weeks away from running and all. It's already booked in for the tune, so it's got to be done in a few weeks to go for the tune.
Yep.
So yeah, there's going to be no stuffing around this time.
Just those parts from Japan really is going to be the biggest hold up.
Yeah.
The manifold's getting looked at this week to get modified for that number 3 runner. And that downpipe ever so slightly, and I'll fit all the intercooler and stuff so we can rearrange that wastegate while we can.
So yeah, another thing, I saw a few people asking about the closed deck and whatnot. So what's up with these?
So with these here, the early models, these are all closed deck. So your late model Accords and Preludes have the H22 but the open deck design.
Yeah.
My B16B is open deck design, so just a bit stronger. You don't have to run with block guard or go full mid sleeves.
Yeah. Factory, closed deck.
Factory.
Good, strong. And with this thing, as you can see,
Original shapes.
I've got it all apart now. Even took the downpipe off. Well, it's nearly off. Even those bolts, easy to access and get to. I love it, eh? But so yeah, I'm gonna have to take that off anyway to weld the flap off for the wastegate if I'm gonna run the external. So yeah, you guys are probably wondering like why I'm bothering like put this much effort in to put an external gate on the stock manifold. Basically, I just like loud noise and I just feel like doing it. May as well do something. Yeah, I'm not really sure about the 1Js, but I know with the 2Js you can actually put a bigger turbo on with a factory ECU and stock everything and it'll still run fine.
Running had a gas tune.
Yeah, Trevor from Motion Auto TV, his 2J, he actually, I think he's up like 500 horsepower, like real easy, and this is drift car. Thrashes the hell out of it and never had a problem. Stock ECU just with a bigger turbo.
A big turbo.
Yeah, I think he's actually running that turbo on his 2J. Stock everything, so that just proves a point that you can do it. Although I'm not a fan of doing like untuned setups, but yeah, I don't know. If it is the same with the 1Js, I may consider doing it like a manifold and turbo for the meantime until I can save up for the whole fuel system and the standalone ECU. But yeah, I'm just unsure if you can, if the 1Js are the same. This car actually has a Greedy E-Manage. What the hell is that? So it's got the E-Manage there. So it has been tuned, but I don't know much about it. Obviously tuned in Japan. When I was side by side with Gazzabee's car, he was actually quicker than me, so don't know about that. Those ECUs are a bit hard to work with, so yeah, I don't know if it's worth trying to do something with like doing the turbo and then giving it a rough tune. It's all like real old firmware and stuff, was it? You need like an old HP laptop to tune them or something.
A serial port and some special connection, or special cable I should say.
So it's a bit difficult
flip
to
the switches and see what happens, shall we?
Oh yeah. But yeah, I don't know, I'm humming and hawing with what I do with it. If I do a turbo and manifold for now, or I just do what I was saying before, put external wastegate on the stock manifold. I'll have to do some research and see what the best option is going to be. But yeah, in the meantime, gonna do some thinking and I'll see how I go. I think I've got the J-pipe on the way, which is good. Managed to find one, luckily, in the country. So yeah, that's it for this video. Give the video a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe for all this goodness going on here. The more likes we get on the videos and the more subscribers and stuff helps us grow. All the good schematics, drop a comment, all that good stuff. Yeah, chirp. Yep. Right.
Yeah, gotta go.
Sweet. Catch up.